I am here at Norman's Rare Guitars. Wow. And there are a lot of basses that are a lot like my P bass here. So there's some pretty cool vintage gear here. And I'm starting out with this one, but I think this is a reissue. It's definitely a reissue of the old original precision style bass that Sting plays. Okay, this thing plays great. Feels great. With these basses, generally you play one, you play them all. I mean, as long as they're set up right. So I'm gonna move on. All right, so just like the last bass that I played here, this one has flat wounds on it. None of my basses currently have any flat wounds on them. The jazz bass used to have flat wounds on it, but I've got round wounds on all my stuff. But playing these with the flat wounds definitely feels a lot better, and I think I need to go back to it. Frets are great on it. Oh, I gotta tell you the specs on this one. Wow, 1959/60. So something about it has to be 1960 as well, and it's going just shy of $9,500. It's an old Fender precision bass, and it's a refin. So meaning it's been refinished. It's funny how people will refinish these basses to look like the bass that I have that's truly been worn out by God knows how many people. Gotta go with flat wounds. basses off the wall, and I'm just standing right there with him, and I'm just like, dude, I can only afford this one bass. Like,
Oh my God.
I was buying a Ken Smith, and I was like, that's all I got money. Yeah, it was like, wasn't me.
I have been fortunate enough to not do that. It's amazing, actually. I never have. So
Yeah.
I better not jinx myself at this point.
Yeah.
There. All right, so you're gonna hang out with this one?
Yeah, just for a moment.
Yeah, check it out. See what you think.
What year is
there.
this one?
Is it? This might be. Okay, I have to cheat. 69.
Okay.
69
Interesting.
fretless. I was looking at the different notes on it, but it looks like it should be original. That's catching me. It's all original, so it's
Wow.
super sweet.
Yeah.
It's pretty clean. Or
This is a
considering this thing's older than I am.
It's a Colin Moulding bass.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. This looks
Check
exactly
your
like.
volume, see where it's at.
Yeah,
Keep
it's good.
Kind of room temperature, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I don't mess with the volume.
All good, man.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have some
I haven't touched it.
Atlanta good times here.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
What's your name?
I'm Joey.
Joey?
Yeah.
All right, you got Joey here.
Yeah, we got double Joey.
I got Joey here.
You're in good hands. Good hands. Double Joey.
My best friend Joey here. I'm Joe. So we're all Joseph.
Triple J threat.
Yep.
Oh dang, we're gonna start a band.
Wow.
Watch the temperatures a little bit.
Yeah, you can turn it down a little.
We're all old.
How long's Norman been hearing all this stuff? I was surprised.
75,
I was
49
surprised to see him in here.
Yeah.
As soon as I opened it.
If the shop is open, he's here.
Wow.
The store does not get open without him.
So you're open what, 3 days a week?
3 days a week, yeah.
Okay.
3 days a week.
Yeah. As soon as I walked in, I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh yeah, no, this is Norm's baby. This is Norm's baby.
Yeah, I just didn't want to get all up in his like.
He
Yeah.
will be kicking and screaming if you tell him he can't come here.
That's cool. Well,
These are normal. These are 80s probably, right? Yeah. I didn't. It just depends. I didn't have honestly. Nice power. That's for sure. I would have to cheat. I'd have to cheat and take a look. This is good. We obviously we're actually going through and actually pricing a bunch of them. But that would
moving on. The funny thing is, I don't play fretless as well as I did when we were young, like when we were kids, basically. And and even then, I had a lot to learn, you know.
Joey's coming. Let's get to the fun part.
far as like getting the correct finger positioning and everything, I don't really get that like I used to. I struggle with it a little bit more as far as like the intonation, I mean, or making sure that when I do things like chords, that I get those octaves right.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. Yeah. I always get a little, I try to slap quietly, you know.
Everybody turns their head, but for
Well, not just that, people just don't like it. So I'm always like trying to like, and if I do slap, I'm usually slapping a song that I try to slap something that people would know, and that was like level 42.
Right.
Mark King is the king of slap, period. Like, no one does slap cooler than Mark King. The E is a little bit, hang on a second. This reverse heads, yeah, no, it's just like,
that is a mind.
oh, and I just messed it up even more. Hang on. Okay, so let me give you the specs on this one. This one is the best, or plays, or feels the best to me so far, even though I love the way the flat wounds feel. This one is a Fender Custom Shop. It's a Dusty Hill signature 55 P bass, going for $64.95. Ash body. Got this very interesting finish on it. Got your Custom Shop logo on there, worn on the back of the neck, just like my old P bass, but for real. So this thing is relicked, but it does feel great, and it has round wounds on it. It's amazing how much tone they get out of this pickup. But back to what I've mentioned in other videos before, what's really important is where the pickup is placed. And when you put that pickup right here, which is about, what, 4.5, maybe 5 inches from the neck, and possibly 6 inches, or in this case, this looks more like 7 to 8 inches from the bridge. But when you place it right here on these basses, like the Gibson Epiphone semi-hollow that I showed. Actually, there's one up here. I'm going to show you a vintage Gibson. But when you put that pickup in that spot, it's like the best of all worlds as far as your tone. And it makes having, in most cases, it's better than having the pickup that's right close to the bridge, like you would with a Stingray or certain other basses where you have it really close to here. They have a more metallic sound to them. This gives you a lot more warmth when you're right here in this section of the bass. So. F bass. There's the details. I see why people go so crazy over these basses, just the feel of it. But it's out of tune. Hey. Pause it while I tune up. I gotta tune this. It's about how these feel. And they do, it's a good company, these are good basses,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's 5 strings are just,
What's your main bass now?
it's a 66P bass.
Okay. Do you have any jazz basses?
I have a made in Mexico jazz bass, and I like it, it sounds good. Yeah, I have one of
We
those.
got the Music Man bass, which we just got that one in.
I have a Stingray, fretless Stingray.
Okay.
Yeah, family ball
You got a
reserve.
Rickenbacker bass yet?
So I was looking at that. No, and the Rick is part of the big 4.
Oh, you have one? Or
No, I keep saying that every bass is
Well,
really good. Yeah.
let's get that bass in your hand, young man.
All right, I'll check it out.
Jeez.
Well, my hero, who pretty much influenced me to play the bass, he played Rickenbacker, Cliff Burton.
Wow.
Played a black.
I was thinking, Paul McCartney or something.
Yeah, well, Paul kind of led me into that whole semi-hollow world, and it just hasn't really worked out for me. Only Paul can play it and make a Hofner sound good, It's all about it's all in the hands.
You know what? Tom Petty did okay with it when he was with Mudcrutch. See, those things hit. See, I go further back. The bass player from The Jam
Oh yeah.
and Generation X.
I don't know why I can't. I know Paul Weller, but I just don't know why I can't remember the bass player, his name.
Bruce, I think.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jam was awesome.
Yeah, and his bass playing is just ridiculous.
Yeah. What was it? Wait. I'm probably playing in the wrong key. Wait.
Who cares? You sound great.
In the city, there are 1,000 things I want to say to
And
you.
you know what? We just got this in, and I can.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's a great price, and I can even
For an
do better.
81, yeah.
I can do even better.
Okay. I had to slow it down a little bit. The what?
Great bass line.
Yeah, I love it. I love that.
And if it sounds good through that subpar amp, through your rig,
Yeah.
it's gonna kill.
Yeah.
And me, just because I'd put flats on it.
Yeah, it would sound
the
great with flats.
combination
Yeah.
with the brightness of it. and the flats,
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
it'd be sick.
I'm trying to remember. Actually, Chris Squire, he always played with round wounds. I'm pretty sure Rhoda
Well,
sounds or something like that. I think that's.
Steve Harris plays with flats.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I found.
But he
very
played
surprising.
P basses mostly, right?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I
flats,
didn't know that's what he was doing.
that's
Okay.
right, yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, I've always tried to figure out what he's doing during the solo of the Duelist.
Right.
I'm always trying to figure out that because I'm like, is he really moving
I don't
that
think
fast?
he knows. I think he just goes into automatic pilot.
I can't even remember all those. He's just so many bass lines that you have to work on them all day to get them. for this bass for sure. Awesome. Except for Chris Squire and Lemmy, who played Ricks until their deaths, almost every other notable bassist has abandoned Rickenbacker. Most of them have moved on to Fender.
So you're done? You done?
Yeah, I'm done. For now, I'm done playing, yeah. That one kind of stopped me dead in my tracks, really.
And like I said, if you want to leave a deposit on it, you work for Norm on and off since I was in 8th grade. I have seen people heartbroken because of fucking shit. And they pined for it. Like the girl was like, yeah, she was awesome.
Well, I'll be thinking about it for sure.
Oh,
Thanks, man.
I'll hear
I
from
know.
you soon.
All right.
Hey, Bobby, how are you?